Cathaoirleach, I'd just like to focus really on one issue today, and that is, firstly, I want to commend the Taoiseach and those involved in the National Famine Commemoration in Sligo yesterday. I think it was very befitting and very meaningful, and I just want to focus really on some words and a sentence from the Taoiseach. He said, and I quote directly, "The best way we can honour those who suffered and died during the Great Famine is by showing empathy with those who are suffering today." And we talked in the context of the 1 million Irish people who were made refugees, ultimately forced from their homeland in relation to the famine. And I suppose I was very mindful of the fact, as I was reading those words, I couldn't actually get to Sligo. I had intended and was invited to, but I couldn't go. And I sort of was reminded, of course, by the great issues that are challenging us today. And what are we doing about them? And so I'm just going to bounce off a few ideas here. How are we focusing and how are we addressing, as legislators, in the shadow of those words that the Taoiseach talked about, in our knowledge of the great many people that left to Ellis Island and all the other places, forced out of their homeland, in need, who sought shelter, and many of them were rejected and cursed and damned and given no opportunity. But yes, many, many were in the great places of America, Canada, New Zealand, Australia and other parts of the world. So the challenge for us today has to be to follow through on what the Taoiseach is saying. What are we doing in relation to direct provision and segregation of families? How are we enabling and supporting and establishing new homes and safe communities? How are we addressing migrant integration and particularly focusing on migrant children? What are we doing in relation to job opportunities, education and social care? Respect for language, respect for faith, respect for difference. What are we doing to address hate crimes and racism? Why aren't we celebrating more the arts, the rich music and tradition and food and culinary bits that go with that diverse culture of our people? And we talk about a real republic with a capital R. And we must challenge ourselves, and these houses must challenge themselves as legislators. What are we doing? How can we empower? How can we empower migrant civil society and ensure them to participate in the democratic process and democratic governance, mindful of elections that are coming up in the next few days and ones that will come up in the future? So what am I saying, Leader? And I'll finish on this. I think we need to tap in and create a new coalition of willing people that want to address this issue. I think we need a debate in this House about these issues and the importance of it. And Leader, you will be a member of the OSCE PA as I am, and we were furnished with a book at our last conference in Vienna, Local Authorities, Migrant Integration, a Guide, and I circulate to every local authority. And I think we need to visit this, and we need to see how we, both in local government and in national government and in European government, can address the issues of a real warm welcome and remember our past, remember our own experience as migrant people. And so therefore, to finish, I want the Taoiseach to acknowledge how he's tapped into something really, really strong and really powerful. But now let us take it the next stage and use it in this House and debate those issues and having meaningful engagement to discuss and address those issues. Thank you.